don't take off my mask, revealing dawn. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling what's not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a shapeshifter, apples masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a
So.
shapeshifter, apples masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my
Well, how do I put this?
Sorry. It may not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too. Though there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan. Want me to explain how it all went down? Well, since the rest of us didn't get captured, we had to act. We had to pretend we never wanted you to get arrested. Pretend the suicide news was a real shock. Basically, we had to act like we didn't know anything, 24/7. The enemy knows who we are, so we couldn't let our guard down even once while you were gone. If they had people watching us and realized what our plan was, they would have killed you immediately. Want to hear more? Another tough part was figuring out how to get Sai, Nijima, and Akechi back from the metaverse. In order to return to reality, you have to go back to the point where you came into the metaverse. So, Sai and Akechi had to go through where the nav was activated, as in, the halls. So, I had to program the messages in beforehand. In doing so, I made it seem like the messages were coming at that exact moment in time. That part was kinda last minute, so I had to pull an all-nighter trying to get it set up. I'm really on a roll here. Wanna hear some more? Let me see. Another problematic thing was...
Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling what's not to be told.
Oh yeah, tying Akechi up. That was really tough.
I'm a shapeshifter.
I obviously don't mean the real Akechi. Even if we could do that, it would ruin our plan.
In both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide.
The one we had to tie up was Sai Nijima's. This part's really complicated. Well, we needed to lure Akechi into Sai Nijima's palace and have him kill the cognitive version. But Akechi would have entered the palace immediately after meeting Sai Nijima in the... Because of that, there was a pretty... And if that happened, Akechi would have totally realized we'd lured him into the palace. Nobody actually even thought of this possibility until the night before the assassination. Makoto realized in the middle of the night, then it was a huge mess trying to figure out what to do.
Is there a way for me to break?
In the end, we chose to sneak into the metaverse while the plan was happening to tie up the cognition. Because you told Sae to show him the phone, we expected her to chat with him for at least a bit.
All free for you to draw.
So, we had a few minutes to strike after the cognitive Akechi showed up, but before the nav activated.
Have no face to show. Please don't
It was Operation Tie Him Up.
lie.
Thankfully, Sai Nijima didn't know his true nature, so the one that appeared was an ordinary kid. It was pretty simple surrounding him, knocking him out, and tossing him on another floor. But man, watching Makoto's skill was super amazing. I guess she does use Knuckles as her weapon. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, appreciate what everyone else did. I just can't help but rant when I'm talking about stuff that interests me. Sorry about that. Just focus on resting up. And seriously, well done. Hey! Nice.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess he won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I'm going to stay with... Well then. You know, something that Futaba said before. When you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're sick. And I'll leave.
There's no point in even having an election.
Of course, he's the plus. The current government has been... Even more importantly, there's just an aura...
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track, especially after it turned out those phantom thieves.
We'll show you.